Hey guys, it's Amit, and I am the coach of the South London Lognets. So yeah, today I'm going to be giving you a draft analysis for my team in the PTL Season 6 Division 3. So I decided to record this because, you know what, I'm not doing anything else in my life, so why not? So yeah, the way this draft works was it was a snake draft. Each person within the draft had 120 points to pick up 9 to 11 mons. Each player was only allowed to pick 2 mons that are between the 20 to 17 point value in order to prevent top heavy drafts. And yeah, so in this draft I was second pick, which was pretty good because it meant that it was very unlikely I was going to get sniped in my first pick due to the fact that only one person was picking before me. So yeah, in a minute I'm just going to go through what I picked in order I picked them in and just explain what I was thinking throughout. Right, so first up I grabbed Zero Aura. Now Zero Aura, I think it's a really good first pick. It's really fast, it's got good attack and special attack, meaning it can be physical or special, and it's versatile. It's got pretty good move pool, access to things like knockoff and close combat, and it's just got good coverage in general. So yeah, I really wanted to grab something like this first because I think starting off your draft with just a reliable one like Zero Aura is always good. It was worth 18 points, and yeah, Zero Aura is my first pick. So for my second pick, I decided to grab Urshifu. Now, I was debating whether to first pick Zero Aura or Urshifu, and I settled on Zero Aura. But when I realised that Urshifu was still available when it got back to me, I just started to grab it. So the thing about Urshifu is, it's strong, it's got 130 base attack, it's got a decent speed tier of 97, and physically it's pretty bulky as well. Urshifu just hits hard moves like close combat and Wicked Blow. Wicked Blow is his signature move, which 80 base power and always crits. As well as that, it has things like Poison Jab for fairies, Iron Head, and Elemental Punch like Ice Punch, just to hit, things that it's normally weak against. Generally Urshifu can go Scarf, it can go Banded, I can bring Bulk up, there's a few things it can do. But yeah, its job is to hit things hard and just to clean up kills. So that's Urshifu, and Urshifu is worth 18 points. So after grabbing these 2 mons that are both worth 18 points, those are my 2 higher tier mons that I was allowed to grab. So after that, I tried to fill my team with things that I would enjoy using that fit different roles. So third pick, I decided to grab Torkoal. Now, Torkoal is your go-to sunsetter. I think weather can be fun this generation with a lot of things like access to Weather Ball. Including Torkoal. Torkoal also gets access to Solar Beam, which obviously hits those water types. And yeah, I just thought Sun could be fun to use. So yeah, Torkoal serves other purposes as well. If I don't necessarily want to bring Sun, I can go White Smoke, for example, or Shell Armor. It's got good physical defense. It has access to Rapid Spin and Stealth Rock, so it's quite versatile in that way. And yeah, it was worth 12 points, and that's my third pick. Next up, we have Venusaur. So Venusaur was also worth 12 points, and yeah, I think it's a good one to grab when you have a Torkoal because it can make use of the sun with Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll obviously doubles its speed, meaning that I can run Modest Nature of Venusaur and try and sweep teams with it. This generation, Venusaur got access to Weather Ball, so now it can hit Steel types that it previously struggled to hit before. It can hit them hard. Venusaur is just a good sweeper in general when Sun is up. When Sun isn't up, it's not the best, and I can only really bring it if I'm bringing Torkoal, but it can do a few other things as well. It can like lead to Toxic, for example, but generally you'll see it with Torkoal in the sun. And yeah, that's pick 4. So at this point in the draft, I'm sort of just looking at my team so far and looking at the points that I have left, and I'm just trying to fill up my picks with ones that cover the roles that I'm missing in my team, but trying to use my points well. And I think the next one I picked was a pretty good bargain. So yeah, next up is Mantine. Now Mantine was worth 10 points, and yeah, it's just a general good bulky water type. It's got a good speed F stat. It's decent physical defense if it's invested. It can take hits. Access to Defog and Roost, and Scald. Just a bulky one in general. Obviously, being able to run heavy duty boots means that it doesn't necessarily have to lose a lot of health when it switches in on Stealth Rock, and it can clear them away. I think it was a good one for me because I was lacking a specially defensive wall, and Mantine fits that role. So that's Mantine, and that's my 5th pick. Next up, I wanted to grab myself a Mega, so I thought to myself, what's a fun Mega we can use with this team? And I grabbed Mega Houndoom. So Mega Houndoom is a Mega that benefits from the sun. Solar Power gives it a 1.5 times special attack boost in the sun, meaning that its already insane special attack of 140 is boosted even more. This thing hits hard. It's got good strong stab moves. I've never really used this thing before, but I thought, you know what, with this team it could work, it could be fun. Get Sludge Bomb to hit berries, can Will-O-Wisp as well. Yeah, why not? Nasty Plot as well. So that's 12 points, and that's healthy. So now we're about halfway into the draft, and I'm very happy with how my team looks so far. So at this point, I just wanted to make sure I could, get the most out of the rest of my points to fill in the gaps in my team. So next up, I decided I want to grab a fairy type, and I also want some sticky webs. And the Pokemon that perfectly fits that criteria is Slurpuff. So Slurpuff, it has access to Unburden and Belly Drum as well, so it can be used as a physical super in some games. Though the physical move pool isn't great, it just gets really play rough and drain punch. But it's got an alright stat spread. Nothing amazing but nothing terrible. It can be bulky sometimes, it can be offensive sometimes. But yeah, having access to Sticky Web is really nice because under Sticky Web I can run a more offensive Urshifu set or run like Bulk Up or something and not worry about it getting outsped. Same with Zeraora really. Zeraora with webs on your opponent's underfield just means that it's free to attack what's in front of it and not have to worry about getting outsped by a surprise Scarf Mom. So yeah, and also having a fairy type means I get switched to dragons. So yeah, Slurpuff was worth 8 points, and yeah, I grabbed it 7th. For my 8th mon, I decided to carry on the trend of picking something pink and grab Chansey. So the reason I grabbed Chansey, this annoying mon, was because of the move Teleport. In this generation, Teleport essentially became a negative priority pivot move, which is really good on a bulky mon like Chansey. I just thought, you know what, if I can switch Chansey on a hit and then teleport out into Urshifu or Zeraora and get a kill, it's just pretty good, Why use your brain and predict me, click teleport. So that's why I grabbed Chansey. Obviously, Clefable at this point was gone. I did want to grab Blissey actually, but a few picks before me, Blissey got taken, so I settled for Chansey. Chansey with the Violet is still pretty good, but obviously more vulnerable to knock off. So yeah, Chansey is just going to be a support Pokemon, teleport, aromatherapy, soft boiled, things like that. Yeah, its main job is to take hits and then teleport out into my threats that can clean up kills. So Chansey was worth 12 points and it's my 8th pick. Right, so now we're coming to the end of the draft. Only got 3 picks left. So yeah, pick number 9, we grabbed Uxie. So yeah, I haven't really used Uxie before, but I was looking at it and it's not bad. So obviously I'm lacking a Psychic type, so Uxie fits that. Also, I have a ground switching with Levitate as well. And yeah, it's got really good defenses too. So yeah, Uxie's job will generally be to be a bulky mon that can set up Stealth Rock and pivot out with U-turn. It's also got a decent speed tier as well, so it can get fast Stealth Rocks off, and it could even go somewhat offensive with Calm Mind as well. I mean, it's only got 75 special attack, but with Calm Mind and Natural Bulk, that's not bad at all. Uxie was worth 10 points, and yeah, I just thought it's a decent Psychic type that's not too expensive, and it can fill a couple of roles in a team, so that's why I grabbed it. So for the penultimate pick, I decided to grab Steelix. So the main reason was I'm running a lot of points at this point, and I need a Steel and a Ground type, and Steelix has both of them. Again, another Stealth Rock setter. I've got quite a few options for Stealth Rock to be honest, but yeah, hazards are good. Yeah, it's got obviously good physical defense. 2 base 200 is easily taking a physical hit, even a super effective one. It has decent moves, get access to Body Press this gen, so it can actually hit hard with its 200 base defense. And it's just a good wall, decent move coverage as well to hit things at least neutrally. And yeah, Steelix's main job will just to be wall hits and deal damage back. So Steelix was about 7 points, and yeah, that's my second to last pick. Right, so for my final pick, I had 1 point left, and I decided to grab Zoroark. I mean, not much to say about this. It's a mean pick. I had 1 point left. It could be funny, disguise that as an Urshifu, but realistically, I'm not using this thing. But yeah, so that's the entire draft. Right, so this is our final team that we ended up with. I was happy with this draft. I got most of the ones that I wanted. There weren't that many. Nothing that really got sniped from me apart from Blissey, but Chansey was there, so that's whatever. Yeah, we're currently 3 weeks into the season now, so I played the first 3 matches, and I probably will do a little commentary on those as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Bye bye.